This tutorial is going to show you how to use the reservation system to borrow equipment at Colgate University from the IT department or up at the Keck Center. If you want to go ahead and pick up some equipment to use today, you can walk up to our 3 locations and borrow as you always have. But if you'd like to make a reservation in advance, the easiest way to do it is on our online system. So if you want to borrow equipment at Colgate, go to the Colgate webpage, type borrow up in the search, and then you'll get to the borrowing equipment at Colgate University page. This is where we list the equipment and the contact information and the hours for our 3 locations. The DLMC on level 5 of Case Geyer. Mostly the equipment we have at the DLMC is for media creation. Cameras, tripods, light kits, voice recorders. We also have some musical equipment for musicians to work in Logic or Finale. The IT service desk on level 3 of Case Geyer has mostly productivity equipment and for event support if you need to borrow a data projector or a conference phone or a webcam. That's the 3rd floor ITS service desk. And there's also equipment to be borrowed in the Keck Center, mostly for the study of languages. So the hours and the contact information is on this page, but if you want to borrow some equipment, you can click and go to our online system. The online system is called Connect2. You can log in with your Colgate username and password. Also on this front page, you'll see the hours that each site is open, as well as a contact number for the site if you need to call with questions. We also have links to full lists of all the equipment, so if you aren't sure which site you want, you can click on these links and they will show you what exactly is at each site. So go ahead and do that if you're not sure. But in this tutorial, we're just going to borrow a camera and a tripod and a hard drive to work on a project. The other thing about this home page is once you start using it, you'll see that you have messages related to your bookings. You might have an active booking here. It tells you when things are checked out and if there are any alerts. So I'm going to go ahead and click Book DLMC Equipment. If the slider happens to be on one of the other locations, you can just click See All Categories and go this way, Book DLMC Equipment. So the first thing I said I wanted was a tripod, a camera, and a hard drive. If you see what you want, you can obviously just scroll up and down, but you can also search. So if I want a tripod, I'll search for tripod, and then I want a full-size tripod, so I'll add that to my basket. Then you can also browse, I'll take the search term out, and just click video equipment and then video cameras, and see the 5 different types of video cameras that we have. If you aren't sure what type you want, you can click on the camera, and there's a link to the manual. Okay, generally we have HD video cameras that support shotgun mics and light kits. We also have one newer model, the R52s, that do not support the shotgun mics, but they have the advantage of shooting in MP4, so some people like that. When you pick the camera you want, you add that to the basket. And then the last thing I needed was a hard drive. So I'll go back to all categories, computer peripherals. I'll pick a 500 gig hard drive and add that to the basket. So you can check up here. You have 3 things in your basket. You can adjust the quantities. You can remove something, just like any other shopping basket experience on the web. Now we'll go and create a booking. Now the calendar only shows the available times. So before we're open and after we're closed, it's grayed out. But if we say that you want to borrow this next weekend, you're going to pick it up on Friday about noon. So we'll click on the calendar, Friday about noon, and then you're going to bring it back Sunday. So we'll click and we'll go forward till Sunday, and you can keep it until, say, 3 in the afternoon. If you aren't sure how long you can sign something out for, there's a link. How long can I book for? It says you can borrow this equipment for up to 3 days. So I've got this time frame. I click Update, and it shows on the calendar. And then I click Next. Now the terms and conditions, we don't do fines at the DLMC or the IT service desk or the Keck Center. We're not really interested in $2 and $3 fines. We just need our equipment back so other people can use it. So it's really quite simple. If your equipment is more than 3 days late, you're going to be suspended from the system. You won't be able to borrow anything else until you return the equipment. If your equipment is over 7 days late, your Colgate account will be charged for the replacement cost of the equipment. So, bring it back on time, you're fine. You even have a couple of days grace period, but after a week, you're going to pay for it. Click the box to show you understood. Click Next. Here's the verification page. These are the 3 things that you want. Click Submit, and your reservation is complete. Now, if you went back to the home, return to the home page, you'll see you have 3 unread messages, and here's the email that you also may get in your email account. But this will show you what you decided to pick up, when it starts, and when it ends. Now, in addition to this email confirming you made a reservation, you will get an email the day before the reservation to remind you to pick up your equipment. You'll also get an email the day before it's due to remind you to return your equipment. Any questions, please call the 3 different offices and talk to someone, or come on up to the desk and ask. We're happy to offer this online system. We think it'll make things a lot easier for everyone using our equipment. And if you have any questions, please let us know.